I tell you, you gotta just love Facebook. It shut down my live right in the middle of it. So that's just real weird. Um, so hopefully you guys will come back that we're on. Facebook won't let me be great. It's so amazing sometimes. But I'm going to keep pressing on. So for those of you that are new to catching me here in Fiercely Speaking, I am the founder, Audra Upchurch, and I was sharing with you a moment ago about sometimes how difficult it can be when the people that you love or even don't love require so much of you. And what do you do? How do you handle when everybody is pulling you every type of way and you don't know how to tell them no? The expectation sometimes is so high that you feel you may be disappointing the people that are depending on you if you say no. And for some of us, the overachievers, yeah, that's me sometimes too. It's hard when you have all these things that people expect of you and need from you. And the reality is you can't provide. How do you tell them no and not disappoint them and yourself? And that's what I want to talk with you a little bit about today, because that was my day today. I have to be honest. My day, there was so much required of me today. And at a certain point, I began to feel frustrated. I think that's a good word. And I had to remind myself that, honey, boo boo, Audra, yeah, I call myself all those things. You got to take it easy on yourself. And the world won't fall apart if you have to say no. Hey, Donessa, thank you for joining. The world won't fall apart if you have to say no. And most importantly, you're not disappointing yourself if you have to say no. And it allowed me to just kind of regroup. And so I wanted to pop in here and talk with you guys about how I get to that point when I'm having a day that I just feel like everything is pulling. I have a huge list of all the things that I need to get done. I look up at the clock. Not only is the list not done, I mean, it seems like barely anything got checked off. Have you ever felt that way? Like looked around and thought, where did the day go? Like, how is it already 7 o'clock? And none of the things that I thought I would get accomplished were done. How do you reconcile that within yourself and then communicate that to others? So what I had to do today, and I hope this is helpful for you, is I had to exhale. I had to take a minute and just breathe. Literally, in and out, and just breathe. I had my little radio on. I turned that off. I closed my office door, and I just sat here and allowed myself to breathe for a moment. And I just allowed my thoughts to get clear. I allowed my little shoulders to finally go down because they were like this because I was all stressed out, right? And I allowed myself to breathe. Then I looked at my list and I said, what's the one thing you're going to complete? Even though everything seemed important, what's the one thing that you can get done today and focus on that thing? And so I went through my list and I found that one thing. And I said, okay, I'm going to finish this. And I also gave myself some grace. If you don't finish it, it's still okay. And so I sent a couple of emails out to let some people know, because I have to communicate, right? And I think for a lot of us, that's the hard part. We don't want to disappoint people. We don't want to let people down, right? So I sent a couple of emails letting people know that were waiting on things from me. I know I promised you'd have this today, but I'll get it to you Monday. No excuses, no, oh, I was busy, I had a lot to go on. No, just stated the facts. Give them the facts. Somebody put in the comments, give them the facts. And that's what I did. So I just sent some emails. I know I promised this to you today, but I'll have it to you Monday. Is that okay? Or one email said, I'll have it to you next Thursday. Gave myself a week on that one, right? And communicate with the people that are waiting on you. And a lot of times you'll find that they weren't that stressed out about it either. They weren't that anxious for it either. And you're putting more stress on yourself than you really need to do. So when you find yourself having a difficult day, because it's so many things on your list, right? We get these lists and we have so many things that we jot on and we think we're going to get done and we want to complete and we want to promise the world all this stuff, right? Yes, Vanessa, give them the facts. Remember, when you start feeling overwhelmed, and especially when you start feeling like nobody understands, nobody gets it, all of this stuff is on my shoulders, I got to handle everything, everything is on me, right? Take a minute and take some deep breaths, some cleansing breaths. Those of you that's taken Lamaze classes will know what I'm talking about. Take some deep breaths, right? In and out, and just allow yourself to just have a moment to just calm yourself, to calm your body, to get those shoulders back down, right? Then take a look at everything on your list and pick one thing. Somebody put in the comments, pick one thing. One. I don't care your list long as I'll get out. Pick one. And decide that you're going to complete that one thing. Or you're going to work on that one thing. Because the reality is that thing may take more than a day. That thing may take 2 days. It may take 3 days. And you're going to give yourself some grace. The same grace you give other people. Yeah, that grace. The same grace you give other people, you're going to give it to yourself, right? So you're going to pick that one thing you're going to work on. Give yourself some grace in completion of that thing. And then for the people, for all the other folks that are pulling at you this way and pulling at you that way, right? You're going to communicate. Because ladies, we talk about how great communicators we are. Yeah. We talk about it, but we also got to be about it, right? So we're going to communicate to the people that we promised we get these things done. We're going to communicate, and we're not going to make excuses. We're not going to elaborate. We're just going to say, nope, sorry, I can't have that for you tomorrow, but I can have it for you Monday. Yeah, I know I said I'd have that done today, but I'll have it done for you next Thursday. And that's it. And man, oh man, oh man. I'm sitting here like, man, it's already after 7 o'clock. I wish I had done this like 9 hours ago. My day would have been a lot less stressful, right? So yes, Vanessa, you got to pick one. You got to decide what it is you're going to do and be committed to getting that done. And if it doesn't happen that day, tomorrow's another day. In the words of Scarlett O'Hara, tomorrow's another day, right? So give yourself some grace. We're at Thursday. The week is almost over. Yeah, it's almost Friday. And when you find yourself being pulled in so many different directions and you're feeling frustrated and the clock is ticking and you're getting no further in the work than what you thought you'd be doing, take a break. Take a break, reassess, and then communicate. Take a break, reassess, communicate. Give that a try. Let me know how it goes for you. I'd love to hear your feedback in the comments. And no, you got this. You've got this. It's almost Friday. Hang in there, guys. Love you. Bye.